Ethos of Silence.
A veteran podcast aims to amplify the voices of veterans, creating a safe space for authentic conversations about their experiences, challenges, and triumphs. We seek to break the stigma surrounding mental health and foster community support, resilience, and understanding. Through storytelling, expert insights, and candid discussions, we strive to inspire healing, promote awareness, and empower veterans on their journeys.
Welcome.
Check, baby, check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Are we
Let's
rolling?
pick it up where we left off.
I'll give you a good spot to cut here.
Nah, it'll be all right. We'll figure it out. So, Epaminondas, huh?
Epaminondas. Epaminondas, the great Theban general, was the first to beat the Spartans at the Battle of Leuctra in 371 BC. The evening before the fight, Epaminondas called his warriors together and declared that he could guarantee victory on the morrow if his men would vow to perform one feat at the moment he commanded it. The men, of course, responded, "What do you wish us to do?" "When I sound the trumpet," said Epaminondas, "I want you to give me one more foot. Do you understand? Push the enemy back just 1 foot." The men swore they would do this. Battle came. The armies clashed and locked up, shield against shield, each side straining to overcome the other. Epaminondas watched and waited till he judged both armies had reached the extremity of exhaustion. Then he ordered the trumpet sounded. The warriors of Thebes, remembering their promise, summoned their final reserves of strength and pushed the foe back only 1 foot. This was enough. The Spartan line broke. A rout ensued. The will to victory may be demonstrated in places other than actual battle. A Roman general was leading his legions toward the enemy in a swampy country.
No, but that hold on, stop. The facts of the Felix breaking, right? So the fact of breaking the Felix, what were we saying that represents? What were we saying the line of the Viking shields represents? It represents you giving more for your left and man to your left and man to your right. What happens as soon as that breaks? As soon as no. As soon as you break that mindset, what happens?
Yeah.
If they're not able to refocus and get that mindset back, it's every warrior for himself, right? So then you go from fighting as a unit to fighting as an individual.
Just willfully fighting everywhere.
And what happened whenever Xerxes and his 2 million fucking people are just crashing against the shields, crashing because they're all crashing as individuals.
Yeah, they lost the battle then.
Yeah. So that all it took was the fact of the willpower to shatter that Felix, and the whole thing's gone. The whole thing shatters. Everything falls the fuck apart. And they don't have the Spartan reserve to regroup and do it.
I'll have to look more into this Epaminondas.
Well, I'm more wondering what
I thought they were just beaten by the Greeks.
Epaminondas was a Greek. I just looked it up. He was a Greek. He's a Greek general. The little town in Greece is where they're calling it Epaminondas.
Okay, so that was
yeah.
Okay.
So he's a Greek, but it's his little town is where they're calling he's from, right?
Yeah, the rumor was just they were only beaten by Greeks.
But I wonder, like what Spartan general is the one that fell, or like,
Yeah,
are we talking about the C squad? The C squad of the Spartans fell over here.
The lineage of Leonidas.
Yeah, who knows?
Probably. I don't know. So it's worth looking into.
I mean, it's got to be the lineage because you're talking the great lineage of the Spartans to begin with. I mean, there's not that many of them to begin with. It's not like a huge warrior race.
There always arises one to the top. That's the one that leads.
Well, the cream always rises to the top.
It's not something that is just occurs right on the battlefield. There's a leader that comes out of it, but then in the likeness of its importance, there is one person that can lead out on the battlefield or in any situation. The same as someone out.
The same as the nail that sticks out gets the hammer. The leader does not have to be the guy with the highest rank. The leader will show himself in the time or leading up to the time. Like, everybody knows who the hell they're going to look to whenever that fucking time comes.
I'd like to know who this Epaminondas was before he got his name etched into history.
Yeah.
Was he just this general that had taken over a few villages, and I'll take the honor of the Greeks and I'll fight the Spartans.
Yeah.
And he found his way through. He found something in the spirit before, and it worked, and he got his name put in history. You know.
Well, the mindset to ask for one more inch. The mindset to say, "Look, I've seen the Spartans in battle. I've survived a clash with these men. I have a great idea of how to shatter their Felix and break their lines. All I need is at the right moment when I ask for you to give me one fucking inch. Give me that inch.
Give me the last of your very.
Give me that inch.
Push one more time. That's the coach on the battlefield.
That's the gold line stand at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. That's right there. You know, they're right there on the 2-yard line trying to punch in for the 2-point conversion, and you know they're going to try and run the ball, and you're just like, all we've got to do is hold them here, push them back that inch.
Yep. Give me your last bit of reserve you have left.
The war's won in the trenches. Same as football field. You saw what happened in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes couldn't even get the ball out because of what happened in the first half.
Yeah, they broke all of their will, all of their desire, all of their plan. They just thought they were going to skate right in there and do a three-peat.
What they've been doing to everybody else.
Mm-hmm. They backed them up on their heels. They were not used to playing on their heels. They're used to playing on the balls of their feet.
Yeah.
But they got pushed.
Let's jump into it.
Pick back up on it? All right. All right. So it said the will to victory may be demonstrated in places other than actual battle. So a Roman general was leading his legions toward the enemy in a swampy country. He knew that the next day's battle would be fought on certain plain because it was the only dry, flat place for miles.
Okay.
He pushed his army all night, marching them through a frightening and formidable swamp so that they reached the battle site before the foe and could claim high ground. In the aftermath of victory, the general called his troops together and asked them, "Brothers, when did we win the battle?" One captain replied, "Sir, when the infantry attacked." Another said, "Sir, we won when the cavalry broke through." "No," said the general. "We won the battle the night before when our men marched through that swamp and took the high ground." Yeah. The battle is in the mind. You know, it has a lot to do about what we talk about. It always has been. You know, forming a community of people that are like-minded and beginning to make the battle plans in your head because hard times are coming.
Hard times are always coming.
The challenges are coming to overcome.
Life never gets simple.
Is it that cup of coffee that you have to have with somebody that gets you through the next day before? Is that phone call that you had to make to somebody to win the battle of the next day when something's coming to you? Because you know you can call me. You know you can depend on me. You're planning in your mind that it is coming and what things you need to do. And it's just simple as knowing that it's all right to be just where you are right now. There's another person fighting.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, laugh or something. Get out and go see a comedy show or, you know, there's many ways around the same ruts of habits that have gotten people into trouble that you can do.
I got it. But it's okay to not be okay. And sometimes you just need a warrior to jump down in that hole with you and be there with you.
That's right. Nobody's going to judge you. Just come as you are. No judgment. No judgment. But that's when the battle's won.
And that's it.
You pre-plan that fight. You know.
I've been here before and I'm here ready to talk you through it.
That's it. Get yourself up. You get your head screwed on. And you tap into a source higher than you.
So you got any final words of wisdom? Because I'm pretty sure that's a pretty solid note to leave off on.
That's a good one, man. Let's cut the time on it, guys. Thanks for being with us, and I hope that you have taken something away from it and that it'll enrich your life and enrich others' lives. Glad you're here. Love yourself and love one another.
That's it, babe. That's it. Iron sharpens iron. Help us become the resource everybody's looking for. Hey, if we don't help each other, we went wrong somewhere. Ethos of Silence. We're out.
We're out. If you need more information on veterans benefits, please visit our website at VFWPost4224.org. That's Victor Foxtrot Whiskey, post4224.org. All of our contact information is in the description of the video. Please email us if you have any questions. We now have a moment of silent prayer for those still in the battle, for our departed comrades, for those missing in action, and for those held as prisoners of war.